Okay, CULL explained. CULL is an item that doesn't have the worst of stats, but obviously if you play certain lanes, it can change how the lane goes. There are some lanes where you should get prio, but if you go CULL and you go greedy, in the situation you don't get prio. And depending on what you want to do in the game, of course, this is important to realize. So if you are to go CULL ever, for the most part, you should not do it first item. Sometimes you can, but Doran's Blade is generally just the better item at the moment. Um, but if you get a lead, let's say you get a lead, maybe you get 1 or 2 kills or whatever on bot lane, and nothing changes if you get the CULL in terms of you are still able to control everything within the game, then you should get a CULL. So maybe second base or third base. If it doesn't change anything and it doesn't ruin your spike in any way, then you can get it. So it could be, for example, Aphelios versus Lulu. Let's say, not, yeah, Aphelios Lulu versus Sivir Yumi. If you get something early on, let's say you kill them early on, maybe you do a dive into them or whatever, or gank, whatever, and you get elite, let's say you kill them, and the wave is bouncing. In that situation, you could get a CULL because you're automatically in a situation where you control the wave, and you're automatically in a situation where it doesn't change anything. So if you get a CULL, you just spike harder, and then you just sit on the CULL until you know you want to get a certain component, and you have to sell it. Because if you do it early on, it can change the way that the lane goes, and it can ruin how the lane should naturally go. You can do CULL in like dead lanes where nothing should happen, but in this situation, if you go CULL early on, it can change the way that the lane goes. So the item isn't bad, but the item is again a little bit misunderstood, because if you build it early on, it can ruin your spike, it can ruin everything. But if you build it in a situation where you control it, you control the game, and if you have CULL or not, it doesn't change anything. If you have early spike, it doesn't change anything. And then you can get it and just spike really, really hard when you get the CULL stacked.